Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, this is Be Rich. This is Grandpa's Magic, and this is a Magic Mystery Cube. Now, there was a couple new ones at the Wally World today, and has Innistrad on one end, Gate Crash on the other. Those aren't really what piqued my interest. What piqued my interest is the fact that this one was noticeably heavier than any of the other ones. One of the other two that was there was three total, this one and two other ones. The one had been there for quite a while, been a repeat. It's one that it's crap. It's garbage. But this one and another one, it had Innistrad and Ether Revolt on the other side. They were both heavier than the other one. This one seems to be a little bit heavier than even the one with the Ether Revolt. So I was like, I'm gonna go with this one and see what I get. Remember, like, subscribe, smash that button, share. Don't forget that I do have a Patreon, and we'll be doing Patreon giveaways along with other things. So looks like we've got I'm guessing this is a Planeswalker deck. It's definitely a Planeswalker deck. It's of Nixilis. Unfortunately, I don't see of Nixilis in here. Hopefully, he's in the pack. This is definitely a Planeswalker deck, though. There's his emblem. I'd be really mad if he was supposed to be in here and he's not. Which makes me think that the other one is a Planeswalker deck as well. See, we got all the tokens. This is the land. Oh, there's Nixilis. There he is. This was a Nixilis Planeswalker deck. This is not bad. We've got a Crypt of Agadeem. And there's Battlefield tap. Tap it for black to your mana pool. Pay 2 tap, add black to your mana pool for each black creature card in your graveyard. Arcane Lighthouse, Barren Moor, Bojuka Bog, Everglades, Ghost Quarter, Myriad Landscape, Polluted Mire, Necrotal, Great Merchant. We got a few decent cards in here. Sign Blood, Victimize, that's nice. Read the Bones, I needed that. A Charcoal Diamond, yeah, that's okay. So of Nixilis himself says, of Nixilis of the Black Oath, 3 and 2 black for a Planeswalker Nixilis. 3 enters with 3 loyalty, you uptick by 2. Each opponent loses 1 life, and you gain life equal to the life lost this way. -2, put a 5/5 black demon creature token with flying onto the battlefield, you lose 2 life. -8 is you get an emblem with pay 1 in the black, sacrifice a creature, you gain X life, draw X cards, where X is the sacrifice creature's power. Of Nixilis of the Black Oath, it can be your commander. This is really nice. We got Ghoul Caller Gisa. You can pay black, tap, sack another creature, put X 2/2 black zombie creature tokens onto the battlefield, where X is the sacrifice creature's power. Actually, doing a thing with Verena and zombies, so this deck is probably going to be taken apart with a quickness and pieces just thrown all over the place. Drana, Calaster, Blood Chief. I actually don't have one of these, I don't think. For my vampire stuff, we got Scourge Dag, High Priest, that's good. Nantuko Shade, that's pretty decent. Flesh Carver, 2 and a black for a human wizard, 2/2 with Intimidate. You pay a black and 1, sack another creature, put 2 1/1 counters on Flesh Carver. This is whenever it dies, put an XX black horror creature token onto the battlefield where X is Flesh Carver's power. Crypt Gash, you can never go wrong with that. Disciple of Bolus, when it enters the battlefield, sack another creature, you gain X life, draw X cards where X is that creature's power. That's not too bad. Abyssal Prosecutor, or Persecutor, not Prosecutor. Heh, it's not a freaking lawyer. 4-drop, 2 and 2 black, Demon, 6/6 flying and trample. This is pretty awesome. It says you can't win the game and your opponents can't lose the game. That, on the other hand, not all that great. I mean, I'm sure it not great for my Razaketh type stuff. I'd have to find a way to give this away. I've actually got a few ideas already with it with other decks though. Then we got Liliana's Reaver, 2 and 2 black for a 4/3 zombie with Death Touch. Whenever it deals combat damage to a player, that player discards a card, and you put a 2/2 black zombie creature token on the battlefield tap. That's definitely going to go into Varina, obviously. Magus of the Coffers, 4 and a black for a 4/4 human wizard. Pay 2, tap, add black to your mana pool for each swamp you control. That's basically Cabal Coffers on a stick, and I will definitely be running that in things and places. Raving Dead is a 4 and a black for a 2/6 zombie with Death Touch. It says at the beginning of combat on your turn, choose an opponent at random. Raving Dead attacks that player this combat if able. When Raving Dead deals combat damage to a player, that player loses half of his or her life rounded down. That's pretty nasty. It's actually really nasty. Blood Gift Demon. It's 3 and 2 black for a 5/4 flying demon. At the beginning of your upkeep, target player draws a card and loses 1 life. I actually like that a lot. Demon of Wailing Agonies, 3 and 2 black for a 4/4 flying demon with Lieutenant. As long as you control your commander, Demon of Wailing Agonies gets +2/+2 and has whenever Demon of Wailing Agonies deals combat damage to a player, that player sacrifices a creature. That definitely. Ooh, Grave Titan. Yeah, Grave Titty. Definitely going in Varina. Abso-freaking-lutely. Pontiff of Blight, 4 and 2 black for 2/7 zombie cleric with Extort. Other creatures you control have Extort. Abso-freaking-lutely in Varina, since it's a zombie and it's in the right colors. Reaper from the Abyss. It's 3 and 3 black for a 6/6 flying demon. Morbid. At the beginning of each end step, if a creature died this turn, destroy target non-demon creature. Well, that will be going in Razaketh. Zathra Demon, 3 and 3 black for a 7/7 flying trample demon. At the beginning of your upkeep, sacrifice a creature other than Zathra Demon. Then each opponent loses life equal to the sacrificed creature's power. If you can't sacrifice the creature, tap Zathra Demon and you lose 7 life. That's not too shabby. Butcher of Malakir. Well, we all know what Butcher of Malakir does. Overseer of the Damned. It's a 5 and 2 black, 5/5 flying demon. When it enters the battlefield, you may destroy target creature. Whenever a non-token creature an opponent controls dies, put a 2/2 black zombie creature token onto the battlefield tap. Huh. Well, I have mixed feelings about that. Yeah. So, I don't know. Pestilence Demon. It's 5 and 3 black for a 7/6 flying demon. Pay a black. Pestilence Demon deals 1 damage to each creature and each player. That's actually really good. Bad Moon. Black creatures get +1/+1. Not too bad. Spoils of the Blood. What's 1-drop instant? Put an XX black horror creature token. For X's number of creatures that died this turn. That's actually not too bad. I might actually put that into my Mardu Boom deck. Then we got Malicious Affliction. It's a 2-drop instant. You cast Malicious Affliction. It has Morbid. If a creature died this turn, you may copy it, Malicious Affliction, and choose new copies, new targets for the copy. It says destroy target non-black creature, so that's not too bad. Sudden Spoiling. 3-drop, 1 and 2 black. Instant with Split Second. I love Split Second. As long as this spell is on the stack, players can't cast spells or activate abilities that aren't mana abilities until in a turn. Creatures target player controls lose all abilities and have base power and toughness 0-2. Actually, I really like that card. Wake the Dead, X black instant. Can only be cast during combat on an opponent's turn. Return X target creature cards from your graveyard to the battlefield. Sacrifice those creatures at the beginning of the next end step. That's actually really good. I like that. Mutilate. A 4-drop sorcery. All creatures get -1/-1 until end of turn for each swamp I control. That's pretty decent. Infernal Offering. That's a good card. Ether Snap. Remove all counters from all permanents and exile all tokens for 5 sorcery speed. That's really good. I like that. Promise of Power. 5-drop modal sorcery with Entwine. Entwine would be 9. You draw 5 cards and lose 5 life, or put an XX black demon creature token with flying onto the battlefield, where X is the number of cards in your hand as the token enters the battlefield. It's not too bad, I guess. It's an awful lot for both. Necromantic Selection. It's a 7-drop sorcery. Destroy all creatures, then return a creature card, put it into a graveyard this way to the battlefield under your control. It's a black zombie in addition to its other colors and types. Exile Necromantic Selection. That'll be going into the zombie deck. Black Sun Zenith. That's actually... I really needed one of those, and I'm glad I got one of those, but that's going to go into a different deck. I'm not going to tell you guys what. But it's going to be red and black and deal with -1/-1 counters. You guys can guess. Profane Command, X and 2 black. Choose 2. Target player loses X life. Or return target creature card with converted mana cost X or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. Or target creature gets -X/-X until end of turn. Or up to X target creatures gain fear until end of turn. That's pretty good. I don't know what I want to do with that. I want to put it everywhere that's running black right now. Well, not everywhere, but a lot of places. Dregs of Sorrow, X 4 black. Destroy X target non-black creatures. Draw X cards. That's really good. Jet Medallion. Cost reduction is a beautiful thing. Lash Wraith. We got 4-drop artifact equipment with Living Weapon. Equipped creature gets +1/+1 for each swamp you control with Phyrexian black for the equip. I like that. I like that a lot. Oh man, we got some decent stuff. I didn't realize what was all in this deck before. I don't even know what I'm gonna do. Nixilis, for real. I mean, obviously, I probably just want to put him in Razakath. Yeah. Yep. Oh man, that means I need to go get that other one because it was just as heavy as this one. Almost. I mean, they felt like the same weight for real. This one just kind of maybe felt heavier because this is the one I wanted most subconsciously. I don't know. Let's see what we got in Gate Crash here. We got Croconura. It's a 2 and a green crocodile frog, 1/3 with reach and evolve. Hands of Binding, 1 and a blue sorcery. Tap target creature and opponent controls. Creature doesn't untap during its controller's untap step. Next untap step with Cypher. Sky Knight Legionnaire. It's a 3-drop human knight. 2/2 flying in haste. Bacon Apparition is a hybrid black-white 1-drop instant. Exile target card from a graveyard. Put a 1/1 white and black spirit creature token with flying onto the battlefield. Midnight Recovery. 3 and a black sorcery. Return target creature card from your graveyard to the hand with Cypher. Last Thoughts. 3 and a blue sorcery. Draw a card with Cypher. Dimir Guildgate. Naturalize. We all know what Naturalize does. Spell Rupture. It's a 1 and a blue for an instant counter target spell. Unless its control pays X, where X is the greatest power among creatures you control. Slate Street Ruffian. 2 and a black for a human warrior. 2/2. When it becomes blocked, defending player discards a card. Zemek Guildmage. It's blue-green 2-drop elf wizard for 2/2. You pay blue-green this turn. Each creature you control enters the battlefield with an additional 1/1 counter on it. You pay green-blue and remove a +1/+1 counter from a creature you control to draw a card. It's actually pretty decent. I'll probably put it in my Ishai and Rayhan deck. Then we've got Rapid Hybridization. It's a 1-drop instant. Destroy target creature. It can't be regenerated. That creature's controller puts a 3/3 green frog lizard creature token onto the battlefield. That's not too bad. It's always a good card. Miming Slime, 2 and a green sorcery. Put an XX green ooze creature token onto the battlefield, where X is the greatest power among creatures you control. I can think of better things. Then we got Wrecking Ogre. It's a 4 and a red for Ogre Warrior. He's a 3/3 with double strike with Blood Rush. Pay 3 and 2 red. Discard Wrecking Ogre, and target attacking creature gets +3/+3 and gains double strike until end of turn. Boom. In the mountain and lame token. Well, that was really lame. Let's hope we get some decent stuff in the Innistrad. I'm going to have to go and get this other pack very soon, very soon, before it disappears. So we got Ghostly Wings, which is an enchantment for 1 in the blue. Enchanted creature gets +1/+1 and flying. You can discard a card to return enchanted creature to its owner's hand. Puncturing Light, it's a 1 and a white instant. Destroy target attacking or blocking creature with power 3 or less. Silent Observer, 3 and a blue for a 1/5 spirit with flying. Not too flashy there, is it? Stallion of Ashmouth, 3 and a black for a 3/3 Nightmare Horse. Delirium, you can pay 1 and a black. Stallion of Ashmouth gets +1/+1 until end of turn. Activate this ability only if there are 4 more card types among cards in your graveyard. And I'm going to guess that you can do it multiple times as long as you get 2 mana, being 1 in the black. You've got Delirium. Explosive Apparatus. It's a 1-drop artifact. You pay 3 tap, sacrifice Explosive Apparatus, and Explosive Apparatus deals 2 damage to target creature player. Then we've got Howlpack Wolf. 2 and a red for a 3/3 wolf. Howlpack Wolf can't block unless you control another wolf or werewolf. Fork in the Road. 1 of the green sorcery. Search your library for up to 2 basic land cards. Reveal them. Put 1 into your hand, the other in your graveyard. Then shuffle your library. Throttle. 4 and a black instant. Target creature gets -4/-4 until end of turn. Sanguinary Mage, 1 in a red for a 1/3 vampire wizard with prowess. Lightning Axe, it's a 1-drop instant. As an additional cost to cast Lightning Axe, discard a card or pay 5 generic mana. Lightning Axe deals 5 damage to target creature. That's not too shabby, not too shabby. I mean, it's to discard a card. I mean, there's a lot of things that you can take advantage of that. Pick the Brain, 2 and a black sorcery. Target opponent reveals his or her hand. You choose a non-land card from it and exile that card. Excuse me. Delirium. If there are 4 or more card types among cards in your graveyard, search that player's graveyard, hand, and library for any number of cards with the same name as the exiled card. Exile those cards, then that player shuffles his or her library. Basically, that was for the limited standard era of it. Call the Bloodline is a 1 of the black enchantment. You can pay 1, discard a card, put a 1/1 black Vampire Knight creature token with lifelink onto the battlefield. Activate this ability only once each turn. Then we got Harness the Storm. It's a 2 and a red enchantment. It says whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell from your hand, you may cast target card with the same name as that spell from your graveyard. That is very sad. I don't think I can. I don't think I can take advantage of that in any way. Then we got a Swamp. clue token. Our flip thingy is Duskwatch Recruiter. It's a 1 and a green for a creature, human, werewolf, warrior. 2 and a green. Look at the top 3 cards of your library. You may reveal a creature card from among them and put it into your hand. Put the rest on the bottom of your library in any order. At the beginning of each upkeep, if no spells were cast last turn, transform Duskwatch Recruiter. And he's a 2/2, and he turns into a 3/3 werewolf. It says, creature spells you cast cost 1 less to cast. At the beginning of each upkeep, if a player casts 2 or more spells last turn, transform the Krellin Horde Howler. And that's what he taps in. Krellin Horde Howler. So, blah. Tell me, guys, what do you guys think? Not necessarily of these 2 packs, because obviously they were garbage. But the fact that I got a Planeswalker deck, that is the beautiful thing. We got a Nixilis deck. Of course, the deck itself doesn't really matter to me because I'm just gonna tear it apart and put it in places that I need, because there's a lot of good stuff in my opinion. But that's all there is for today. It's been a very long, stressful day for me. So, till next time, see ya.